What's up, everybody? Welcome to I Ask No One, episode number 17. And cheers and thank you for joining me. Wayne Static, the late great Wayne Static, lead singer, songwriter, rhythm guitarist of Static X. Cheers to you, man. Yeah, you're at noon. So, top of the episode, I usually like to start off with this day in music. So, this day in music, which today is August the 15th. August the 15th in 1962, Ringo Starr was asked to join a band called the Beatles. He was replacing Pete Best. Pretty cool stuff. Also, on this day, a few years later, Woodstock 69 happened. And man, I remember my first impression of Woodstock 69 was I was in high school. I'm just remembering this, and it was maybe senior year math or junior year math, and it was an off day. So the teacher played us some clips from Woodstock 69, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, and I remember Joe Cocker, that song from the Wonder Years. Remember that show, The Wonder Years? At the show I used to watch a lot, Brady Bunch, when me and Ryan were up in our bunk beds at night and stuff, Nick at Night or something. But we were checking out some clips, and walking right by us is Jack Kenny. And he was a teacher at St. Joe's for many, many years. And I remember he just, kind of a strange guy. I mean, each of the teachers at St. Joe's, I feel like, could have been their own cartoon character. Really, really intelligent, almost too intelligent for us meddling kids. But Jack Kenny was walking by, and he just kind of, just getting down to it. And, he was 60-something years old. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm thinking, Woodstock 69. I mean, I know of Metallica, but Jefferson Starship, Airplane, and stuff like that. So I was actually in Seattle not too long ago, Jimi Hendrix being from Seattle, and I saw the exact guitar that he played the national anthem in at Woodstock 69, which was awesome. And another fun fact that happened today, back in 2004, these are facts that my little brother Leonard, he just began at David Arthur Vineyards out in California in wine production. He's back out in Napa Valley. He used to work at Robert Sinsky. But these are, Beatles, and whether it's Floyd or Grateful Dead or any of those Woodstock 69 bands, and then, Phish later on, all Leonard bands. And I miss Len. We're seeing him for Christmas time. He's going to come home, so that'll be sweet. But Phish played their last show in 2004. They've performed many, 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 many times since. But I guess with the diehards, Len, maybe you correct me, that it was phase 2 or 3 of their career that, they ended their last show, Coventry, Vermont, and then Trey went into rehab, and he was really struggling with his drugs and whatnot. But the lead singer, Trey Anastasio, Leonard has taken me into his world a few times, in the Phish world, and in Cuyahoga Falls and Toronto and things like that. And I would say I've become a Phish fan, and I really like that. So, but in 2004, one of their phases ended, and then they would come back, I don't know how many years later, and they played 13 nights at MSG, beating out Billy Joel. That's a bucket list kind of thing. I want to see Billy Joel at MSG. So my girlfriend Ashlyn, she loves Billy Joel. Piano Man song, I can't stand that. But I respect the guy and the history. And there's actually a documentary I watched recently called Hired Gun on Netflix. Check it out, Hired Gun. Per recommendation of my dad. And a lot of it's about Billy Joel. So Ashlyn's mom just came into town yesterday. I had 4 showings this morning. I have another 3 or 4 later, and then I'm back at the restaurant. But right from here, going to go across the way there, and they're at the farmer's market. So just want to thank you for joining me, and we'll get to it in today's I Ask No One subject. So after all these facts, I like to go with the quote of the day. And I was talking with my dad a little bit earlier this week, and he brought up. I was just, I'm in real estate, and I've really been busy. This is a new experience for me. I'm on a team, and I've never been busier in my life, which is amazing. Lots of stuff to learn, and one of the things he told me, and I'm not necessarily saying something like this happened, but I look at my dad as, if you're a fan of The Godfather, everyone's got that person that like a consigliere that's you listen to, and you hold their opinions very high. And I like the integrity my dad has, and the name he's created for himself with the Spiel of Wine. So, Dad, I love you and thank you. And one of the things that he shared with me was Warren Buffett quotes. And Warren Buffett says, "You can always tell someone to go to hell tomorrow." I mean, how many times you've been at work or road rage? I don't know. I'm not the nicest driver. That's one of my pet peeves: slow drivers and loud eaters. But Warren Buffett said that, and emotions running high, it's really easy to blow up on someone in the moment. And I just think it's a really good quote. Just kind of step back and take the high road. I was in a music video called High Road, Mastodon. So I kind of remind myself that as much as I want to, make emotional decisions sometimes, it's just to sit back and kind of reassess things, especially in the restaurant business, with some people that you'll work with or anywhere. Don't jump the gun and say something that you may regret. So good quote. And when Dad mentioned that to me, Warren Buffett, I actually have met Warren Buffett. We're going back to 2013. I'm going to take a look at the comments here. Winnie Cooper. Yeah. Yo. What's up, Ryan? My twin brother Ryan is joining for this. And this show that I'm about to talk about, Ryan was there for, right? Wait till I got some goodies here I want to share. But I met Warren Buffett at GEICO Insurance. I was working at GEICO Insurance. I was hired there in 2010, customer service, got licensed up. I was taking about 60 to 70 phone calls a day, incoming, adjusting policies, making payments, blah, blah, blah. These aren't people that always wanted to talk to. But they transferred me out to GEICO, and that's how I chased my dream life out there and got into those victories and so on. But Warren Buffett was visiting. Our office was kicking ass, Buffalo, New York, Region 8, San Diego, Region 4, but Region 8 in Buffalo. We were doing really, really well, and Buffett came by. He owns Berkshire Hathaway, that owns GEICO, and the CEO at the time, Tony Nicely, and Warren Buffett, they were buddies. And we all got a picture with Warren and Tony, and they had a few words to share to us, and that was it. So it was my team and those two gentlemen. But me being me, the nosy, put your face somewhere that doesn't belong, kind of when in doubt, do it, no equals yes, mentality that's gotten me, and not too much trouble, but has really opened the doors for me in meeting some of my heroes, which includes Mr. Warren Buffett. I found out he had security and everything. I found out where he was going to be leaving. So he's going through HR on the north side. And I was to get back on the phones, but I was like, I'm going to hold off for a sec. Give it 5 minutes. Left my desk, went to the bathroom, and went over to the door, and there he is walking. My buddy Steve Wood, his office is right over there, his cube. And there's Warren Buffett, and I just wanted him to sign my dollar bill. So he's walking out and flashed him a dollar bill, and, "Hey, could you sign this for me, please?" And he just kind of laughed, his old man laugh, and just walked out. And the security guards, I remember they were all smiling. They went from stone face to smiling. And I had long hair at the time, and my shirt tied and stuff. So that's my Warren Buffett story. I got a picture of him. I'll have to post it. Good stuff. So a few days ago, I put this bracelet on. Wayne Static of Static X passed away in 2014, 1965 to 2014. Static X, they are a band out of the late 90s. In 99 was their debut record called Wisconsin Death Trip. They refer to their music, if it had its own genre, it would be evil disco. And their slogan is "Keep Disco Evil." But it's industrial music, a lot of keyboards, distorted as shit guitars, really groove, just really fun music, beer drinking music for me and Ryan. Static X, I've known about them. There's a song called Black and White that I remember seeing a music video on MTV back when in 01 on their Machine record. That's the only song I knew of for years. And it wasn't until recently where me and Ryan were discovering Static X. And we went to this show, booked a ticket to this show in London, Ontario. It was like maybe 4 to 5 hours right above Lake Erie. So it was a little bit of a drive. But a band called Dope opened up and a band called DevilDriver with Des Farfara, with the Sun Cult brand. It's awesome. Kind of trying to build my own little brand here. I Ask No One brand. Week by week getting better. But yeah, this was the show that we were at. And Ryan had come home from Greece last summer, July. So this was the day before July the 4th. And Ryan came home and he had a little gift for me, which is a drumstick here. This was an Alice in Chains drumstick used in Athens, Greece. So Ryan, thank you so much. Sean Kinney is one of my all-time favorite drummers. Nude, Vader, it's not going anywhere. It just, oh man, it's great. So it's one of my many Sean Kinney drumsticks. Ryan got this one for me. Nylon tip, killer. Absolutely love it. Well, thanks, Ryan, for that. But he got me a little gift. We like to give each other surprises, souvenirs and whatnot. He's given me a Slayer drumstick from Boston to, hey, maybe a Mortal Kombat 3 arcade machine later. We'll see someday. Every man is responsible for their own death. Shakespeare killed my brother! Anyway, we drove over to London, Ontario. One of my all-time favorite things to do is to go to a town I've never been in, check into a hotel, fire up some beers up in the hotel room, and then go to the show. That's exactly what we did. We took an Uber out to the show at the music hall. Yeah, the London Music Hall. And we had some beers out in the parking lots. Made it into the show at the very end of Dope's show. Dope's lead singer Edsel Dope is reportedly the new lead singer of Static X right here. And I really like his style, but we were given this VIP right upon entrance. Wisconsin Death Trip lanyard. And cool thing about this is after the show, we were going to meet the band. So we were go see the show from the side of the stage, or the side of the stage to the left. And it was me, Ryan, and another couple. And, the Jaeger's going, the beers are going, and God, I miss live concerts, But, yeah, we posted up right there at the side of the stage. And DevilDriver, this is after DevilDriver set, which DevilDriver was a really fun time. Just to rewind back to DevilDriver set, I remember going into that pit and someone had body checked me and I didn't see it coming. And I dropped. And Ryan got it on tape. So maybe I'll have to share that. And I don't get dropped too often, but someone got the best out of me. And it was that same person a little bit later in the set. I saw that because, you go in a pit. I'll get in the pit. And people are playfully shoving each other, having a good time going in a circle. I don't do that too often, really. I'm usually right up there on the front and the rail. But in this particular situation during DevilDriver set, I think it was during a song called Loco, which is Spanish for crazy. And the same guy that shoved me down I remember I was on the opposite side of the pit, and there's Ryan. He's enjoying himself. This guy goes up to Ryan. Maybe he's thinking he was me, but we were wearing the same jerseys, me and Ryan. We were really twins there at that show. And the guy went and shoved Ryan. We were one of the bigger bodies there. So this guy shoves Ryan. And then he wanted to go shove him again. So I had my opportunity to go back around, and I labeled that guy. That was one of my more favorite pit moments. I've done some ratchet shit in the pit, but that was it was cool to get this guy back. He was just like, oh, what the hell, man? What the hell? It's my brother. So all of a sudden, we're side stage. Static X coming out, man. They open up with Blood for Days. Blood for Days, man, off that first record. So they were celebrating the 20th anniversary. And Blood for Days and Push It, and I'm just enjoying life at the side of the stage. Ryan's nowhere to be found. He shows up with another shot, another beer, another shot, beer, more beer. And I would love to fill you in about what exactly happened every single song, but one of the few concerts that I can't do that for. I remember the next morning asking Ryan, like, dude, did we get I'm With Stupid? Did we get This Is Not? Which This Is Not is my favorite Static X song right now. And he's like, I don't know, did we? So I looked up the set list, and we got all these songs I wanted to get, but I was just too bombed. Ryan was taking videos throughout this whole time, just me side stage, becoming another person there and enjoying. And yeah, from what I remember, and I've seen the videos, amazing show. It was really nostalgic, straight out of late 90s, early 2000s with the lighting, and they had Wayne in the back there. Got a drumstick from Ken. So this Fatback 3.8. Sweet. Had some guitar picks too. I'll show you some of these. Little Zero guitar pick. Got this guy too. NFT, I don't know what that stands for. Nosferatu, I don't know. And there's another one. Sweet. Yeah, those are my souvenirs from that show. And after the show, we are escorted. Actually, we didn't get escorted anywhere. We went to the back of the pit. We were showing off our VIP laminate, kind of wearing it like so. And from there, someone saw this, asked for my name, and then walked over to me with this. This look familiar? This was part of my VIP package. Oh, how cool is this, man? My very first guitar that I've never used, but this will be behind glass someday. And the band signed it, man. Had Tony write it out to Kevin and Ryan. And Zero's the singer. Everyone was at the meet and greet besides Zero because his identity is mysterious. And this is a Flying V. Dean. And someday soon, I'd love to get my own Flying V. James Hetfield, Valturis from the Hardwired music video. This is definitely one of my most valuable possessions. And the greatest thing in life are not things, but this thing is pretty cool. All right, Rye, while you mention it, about hours after I got this guitar, I'll just let you know, one of my downfalls is forgetting to lock my car. Luckily, I don't keep anything in my car, nothing. Maybe a few cents for tolls or whatever. But I did not lock my car. And I still have the guitar. Oh, I think we went to go get a bite to eat the next day, Rye, or something like that. And I got really scared for a sec. The guitar was still there. Lock your car. Any tips about remembering? I mean, this just recently started happening to me. Like I just forget to lock my car. quiet though. I'm here in the Elmwood Village. I pay extra attention when I'm around these parts, but when I get lax and stuff, I don't know. Lock your car, Kevin. Yeah, it was McDonald's late night, so. After the show, we meet the band. I get this guitar, you know. I'm all these beers deep. And Ryan took a video of my entire conversation with Tony Campos and company. And it was all from the heart what I said. I let them know that I'm about 10 beers plus deep, and I'm trying my best to keep it together. Everyone started laughing. But the drummer mentioned how he had the drummer's from the Chicago area, and he had a friendship with Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins. He touched up upon that. Tony Campos said he found out we were from Buffalo, and he said the day or two before, on their day off, they went to Masuda Chow's. Masuda Chow's is a barcade here in town, owned by the bassist of Stone Sour, Johnny Chow, who very soon will be appearing on this here show. And my buddy Mike Lane out in California used to jam with Tony Campos, who's the bassist of Static X. Mike Lane actually tried out as a drummer for the band Static back when. But I brought up one of Tony's old bands, Dominion, which is pretty sweet. And he was just like, I could see him digging in the back of his head, and he was remembering Mike Lane. So bringing up old faces to some of these rock stars, it's nice to see it. They're kind of working, these creators, you know. So that was pretty special too. I got a picture with them, which is the thumbnail of this. Yeah, just a really amazing time, man. And Static X, can't wait to see him again. My name is actually featured in their latest record, which dropped, called Project Regeneration. It's, if you could just make out my name there. Kevin Lovello. Spelled the name right, but they had a lowercase v. It's uppercase v. And they had the sign too. New record. There's a song on there called Terminator Oscillator. And if for any of my Arnold Schwarzenegger fans, if you remember a movie called The Running Man or Total Recall, two of some of my all-time favorite movies. I've met Arnold. I brought up to him Commando and Total Recall. But with this song, Terminator Oscillator, you hear Killian, one of the, they sample from that movie and actual words from the movie into the song. So Killian, when he says, now it's time to start running, run. I mean, they were referencing Arnold movies and then hard rock and heavy metal in some of these songs. Otsego Placebo, man, they quote Johnny Cap, hope you enjoyed the ride. And they quoted Sharon Stone's character, you're having paranoid delusions. And the best part is the old lady in Total Recall. It says, the old lady in Running Man, she says, that one guy's one mean motherfucker. That boy's one mean motherfucker. So funny. So when I'm hearing this record, hearing these Arnold quotes, it is just the best. Got any Arnold fans out here? I'm looking at the comments. Let's see. All right. Yes, he is. So that's pretty much all I remember from the show. Otherwise, I'm going to post some more pictures on my social media. And one thing I want to remember too is, I don't know where I'm heading here, but subscribe, please, and check out the videos. I got the one that's going to be tailored to your interests, and the other one right here that's going to be tailored to, I think, the most viewed that I have on my YouTube channel. But anyway, thank you for joining. Next week is a TBD. I'll let you know what that's going to be. Yeah. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hungry, and stay heavy, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. See ya. Bye. Ride.